am Pat Haggard.
Okay.
And I've been a member of Sunrise since 2008.
We're on location here. So the first one we did last week, we did it in our prayer garden at Sunrise. But this one, we're not even at Sunrise. So tell people where we are and all the things that you do.
Well, Sunrise is a big part of this place. So the Holly Springs Food Cupboard is our local food pantry. We're a partner agency of the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina. And we serve about 109 averaging families a week right now. I happen to be the executive director of the Food Cupboard, and I'm working my way out of that position. I have a new person, Sarah Haggard, who is going to be taking my position and very soon.
Yeah. So this operation is huge. There's a lot behind the walls that one people can see, but briefly maybe kind of tell us in here.
Yeah, we're sitting right now in the shopping area on Mondays, and on Thursdays there's duels for putting together the deliveries that we do. So on Mondays we do an afternoon by appointment for families. We have 18 appointments. We have served as many as 21, and they also receive milk and eggs and meats and dairy and breads, bakery things, and produce. And we have a garden, community garden, that supplements our produce, but we also purchase a lot of produce.
Yeah. And Sunrise has had a big impact on the garden too, because we've had Eagle Scouts that have met at Sunrise that have built some of these things.
Our trip 2019, I should have counted, at least 8 or 9 Eagle projects have come to the garden. They've built fences around the garden. They've built raised beds. They've built tables for washing and cleaning the vegetables. Beehives. They did a beehive for us, or for our apiary. Scouts are a great thing. Yeah.
And Sunrise also, the past couple of years, we've been doing the peanut butter.
We are the peanut butter shelf sponsor.
Nice. I like it.
For the food bank.
Yeah, and next year we're even going another step further. We're actually putting a goal or an amount that we're trying to reach.
Nice.
And it's a little over 12,000 jars of peanut butter, cans of peanut butter that takes out a year is what you all shared with us. That's what we're going to strive for, to fully stock up for the year.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's great.
So that's good. That's a good goal for us to have next year. So
peanut butter is something that goes in every student bag. Every student in the family, K through 12, gets a bag of things that they can prepare themselves, and it's for lunch and breakfast type things. And so peanut butter goes in there, and peanut butter goes in their regular box or bag the family receives. So we go through a lot of peanut butter every week.
So there's obviously a lot of donations and financial obligations to the food pantry and to Sunrise, but there's also just the overall commitment of time.
Yes.
Just the manpower. There are people, as we're talking right now, there are people back in the back part of the building who are working to get organized, get separated. So why is offering our time an important thing and part of our calling as followers of Jesus?
Well, in the back of my head, running most of the time, I have a scripture, Micah 6:8, which is do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. That's what that scripture happens to say God thinks we should be doing. And so I look to live my life to where I try to do that. If you're here and see the need, then it's easy to want to do this. It's easy also to not know that need. I mean, we live kind of in our own little circles of going and doing, and it's easy to get wrapped up in that, but I think it's important to understand all our neighbors and do that. Also, it's good for me because when I don't do for others, I get wrapped up in myself, and then I get sorry for myself, or I get, what do I do today? And cleaning house is not my favorite thing, so
it gets you out of doing that?
Gets me out of that, yeah. And I don't dwell on things.
Helps to change our perspective a little bit.
It does change your perspective.
Yeah. So I'm curious, just to you, what does having a willing spirit to volunteer our time, to offer our time, there has to be a willingness that we have to have.
That's right.
So what does a willingness of spirit kind of mean to you?
Well, it means that you're going into it wanting to do it and not worrying about something else or doing it half-heartedly.
So our theme for these 3 weeks in stewardship, and today is about time, what we've been talking about. Our theme, though, is lay it down. So last week we did lay it down, our prayers, which Susan helped us kind of begin to think about. But today is lay it down, lay our time down. When you hear that phrase, lay it down, how does that resonate in your soul?
To me, well, it's kind of like just do it, but it's also a matter of look at your time, how are you spending it, and how are you laying it down. Look at your calendar. I mean, a lot of times you can look at your calendar and see a little bit about your spiritual life, about how you're spending your time, and are you spending it for others, you know, as well as the other things we need to spend our time on, but part of it needs to go for others.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, Pat, thank you for everything that you have done in the food cupboard and continue to do. This is busy season. I walked in, it was busy day today.
It's crazy today.
So
which is a good thing.
Yeah, but what a day to be crazy,
Yeah.
right? Just thank you for sharing with us and for laying down your time and helping to start this magnificent ministry here and for passing it on too. That's a powerful witness too.
Okay, well, I'm glad to talk about the cupboard anytime, and it is open to volunteers, and also different food drives that you might do in your neighborhood. There's lots of ways you can help us.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pat.